Hello. How's it going? Hi, pineapple thief. Hmm. Whoops. Oh my god, OBS is going crazy. Oh my goodness. Sorry. How's everyone tonight? I just had to grab my... Whoops. I had to grab my pizza. Okay. I'm gonna turn down the game volume for me just a tad. And up just a tad for you guys. Oh my god. That's hot. Okay. I'm gonna get into the game in a second. I'm just taking a couple bites of my pizza. And then we'll get going. My OBS stream alert, or not my stream alerts, my activity feed popped out and my stream information popped into the side and now I can't get it out. So I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I guess I don't have to look at it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. The last time we just talked to Annette and we already talked to Kuno and his sister, I think, and oh, I wonder if I can... Nope. So we're just waiting for this to finish so that we can actually go assess the dead body. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. Oh, can I just look at stuff?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Look through the pile of real-related items.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
I'm too poor for that right now. Starkeep, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Oh my god, that's so mean. I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
She fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
So, like Risk? So what are about all these we are all things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Okay.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
She's like, immoral, but I still sell them. Yeah. Okay, I just need to quickly go grab a cup of ice because I thought my pop was cold enough, but it is not. 1 second.
Oh, shit.
I thought I knocked something over. Be right back. Okay, sorry, I cannot stand it when it's not ice cold. Okay.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdal somewhere.
Look through the display of books.
Rows and rows of Hyamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyamdal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyamdal, Return to Hyamdal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyamdal and the Hyamdal Man.
Hyamdal. Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Hyamdal and the sages at the end
Oh my God,
of
he's
the
gonna
world.
keep reading that though?
Man from Hyamdal and
Okay.
the false god. Man from Hyamdal and the scorched earth. Man from Hyamdal, the Hyamdal colonies. Man from Hyamdal and the swamp beast. Man from Hyamdal and the snow crabs.
And the snow crabs. Is that all?
Not even close. Man from Hyamdal in hell. Man from Hyamdal and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyamdal under the lake. Man from Hyamdal, Hyamdal burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Hyamdala Man, and so much more.
I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Storekeep, tell me all about the Musselman books.
Oh, Man from Hyamdal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
She keeps saying this about things, but she sells them in her store. Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives,
Mhm.
all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Well, aren't you a little snooty? Sounds good. Which one should I start with?
Doesn't matter. They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjerndalaman, the man from Hjerndal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Okay. Gift books and molten candy. The book collects the national recipes of Arda. They are all about lake trout.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Uh-oh.
A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books.
I'm gonna save first. Because our guy has a little issue being
Shelves
compared
filled
to
the
this
brim
guy.
with crime novels featuring the supposedly
Look through the
stalwart
display of
crime
books.
fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Well, aren't you a joy? Sure thing.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Are there any more?
Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
YOLO?
Your quick
Oh.
eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here? Mistaken
A
identity?
worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
No, it's gotta be something
Perhaps
else.
You're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
No, that's not it either.
Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
No. What? No, that's not what's happening.
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants
Ah!
is embarrassingly
Excuse
obvious.
you.
Relax. It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal.
Okay.
But you
Something the matter, detective?
Oh my god. Nope, all good here.
The lieutenant nods. You think you detect the faintest
Oh my
trace
God.
of a grin on his face, but you can't see.
Ooh, I
for
could
certain.
buy it, but I don't have enough. I have to go to the pawn shop.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
Ma'am. So Dick Mullins is okay, but the barbarian isn't.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Should I like yellow and buy it? Fuck it.
Of course. Such violence and immorality. I mean,
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab.
Okay. What? How do I interact with it? Wait, I should. What did she say?
Volumetric shit.
Oh,
compressor.
yay. Ew,
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Okay, well, I can now look at the body. I still haven't found a map. So... Wait, how do I interact with it? I should have read. I'll just read the description. Another Dick Mullen book that woefully misrepresents the nature of police work in this one. Our detective returns from a trip having successfully solved one case, only to embark on another. Excuse me, I had a burp. Does he finally face the taxing nature of his occupation? No, he doesn't even look like a normal officer of the law. One second, I just want to check something. Oh. Oh!
In your hand, you hold Dick
Okay.
Mullen and the mistaken identity. The brittle paperback feels
That doesn't look
fragile
like an
to the
obvious
touch.
button. Examine the
The
cover.
cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are two silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen. That seems to sum up the premise nicely.
Okay.
Are you really reading that, detective?
I really need to know who this Dick Mullen guy is.
Good luck finding it. He's not much of a character, I think you'll find. Just a stand-in for the reader.
Oh, have you read them?
The point is for the reader to feel like they're solving the crime along with Dick Mullen. A crude narrative convention, but no less effective for it. The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vespa to a small town along the Elysium coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights.
Sounds like someone we know.
2 days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vespa police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in by a man matching Mullen's description.
Whoa.
Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vesper police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence.
Excuse me. The cops release their prime murder suspect so he can find the real killer. Are you shitting me?
What's the matter, detective?
I don't know who's writing this shit, but I get the feeling they aren't experts on homicide
The
investigations.
lieutenant shrugs, resigned to the idea that his profession will rarely, if ever, be accurately represented in art and literature.
Okay, so Mullen didn't do it.
Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana Denerve.
Now it's getting interesting. Keep reading.
Denerve reveals that she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon
Ooh.
as Mullen begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
Tell me about the corrupt police captain.
Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder?
I want to hear about the politician's son.
A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration.
Sorry, I'm just trying to. Why isn't Saribot in my channel? What the hell? Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out why. I love when shit breaks on me. Now my throat's tickling. Have to reauthorize you? Is this why you're not joining? Excuse me. Not in the break. That's so annoying. Why is it not? Sorry. That was two. Sarybot, why aren't you joining? Ugh, for fuck's sake. Well, it's probably fine. I'm not gonna worry about it right now.
The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height. And while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own.
Okay. What was that about an art collector?
Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way O'Spillane did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Deanna Deneuve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle?
I mean... Okay, let's get on with the story.
One evening, Deanna Deneuve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms.
I'm not sure I'm happy with this, but maybe the story will turn it around.
As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you. Always aim for the center of mass." Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly.
Fuck.
When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood.
Double fuck is right.
Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already. The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in?
No, I can't, because I wasn't really paying attention. Wait, I've got some questions first.
What is it, detective?
Why does everyone close to Dick Mullen wind up dead?
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close.
Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place?
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective.
Was I not born to be a detective?
For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. You won't find the answers you're looking for here, in other words.
Fair enough. Why bother solving crimes when the world is so evil?
Is it really so evil, detective?
Okay, maybe not. There are parts worth saving.
Like what?
Friends and family.
Do you even have those?
I've got Kim. What? I might. I just need to find them.
Did you lose them, or did they leave you? But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded.
I don't have any more questions. I figured it all out.
So, who did it, detective? Who killed Charles Verlaine and Deanna Deneuve?
The dirty police captain?
Who knows? Only one way to find out. You begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast, you don't even notice the ancient spine coming unglued.
Wait, she sold me not even a brand new copy for 9, whatever the freaking currency is. That's crazy.
You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers
No!
aren't quick enough. They're gone.
Does that mean we won't know who killed him?
Dozens of pages scatter across the floor. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost.
Stupid
It's
old
possible that
horse
you could
glue.
gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long.
Ah, yes. The problem with mass-market paperbacks. They are not made to last. Perhaps this is a sign that you should get back to solving your own murder, huh, detective?
Okay, Kim.
In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
4/5. Darn. Dude, what is this fly? Get out of my face. Where did you come from? It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid. A quaint picture book brochure, very colorful.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Look through the display of books.
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism.
Sorry, 1 second. Ay, ay, ay.
Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz.
What's it about?
One's High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in
Oh,
history.
nay.
One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
That seems kind of like dangerous. More so than the I don't even know what the regular way is, but
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
wow, love that.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
Excuse me, I bought a book already that frickin' fell apart in like 2 seconds.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
You are an awful lady. Stirkeep, anything of note in this shelf?
I would say... the greatest innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to inauthentic power.
Great. I don't want to know anymore.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
What's that?
Several maps have been attached
Ooh.
to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas a la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands. All just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou. In a bookstore, it's you.
Squint first. Can you see cities on the
You
islands?
can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star. On Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu. On archipelagos,
Vilmandu.
Moran, Villiers. On Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these
Wow.
little dots. An oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
Look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
Ah.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west of the river?
Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg.
Isn't that where I
It's
live?
almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinet?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Look at the map of Martinet.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Storekeep, can I buy these
I'm
maps?
sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
You're rude. Even though you're right.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Oh, I do have enough for that. Why is one of Martinez so
That whole
cheap?
thing, it's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Should I try and steal it? No, I shouldn't. I'll just buy it.
Good to be informed.
Another boring book just discarded here.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Wait, which one's the map tab? Ah, there you go. Ah. Oh yeah, I forgot about my cloak. I should go look at the body now though. I'll come back here. No, I'll save when we get closer. Wait, what is behind this though? Is she gonna stop us?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtain, you see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw.
What the hell?
Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
And who are the Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time.
I want to save. I'm gonna quick save. I'm gonna try ripping the
The
curtains open.
Nothing. Now
Oh,
please.
I didn't mean to talk to
Oddly
you.
enough, the more she... Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's
Darn.
for the customers.
Her hands has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Psychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse, that's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Thank you.
Talking is always good. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust.
Okay, well, I want to go look at the body, and then we'll come back and talk to her. Oh, nice, it auto-saved. Let's try this again.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Let go of your nose without throwing up.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
Step
The
closer.
man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest
It's
and shoulders.
crazy we've
The
left him up
cargo
here
belt
so long.
used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the
The
boots.
material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Okay, Mr. Schmotherpants.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
Forget about the notebook. Tell me about the armor.
It's clearly some manner of super armor. Or future armor. Super future armor. I'm useless.
Yes, a bit. What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't.
I mean, I guess you're right.
We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless and synthetic.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
And they probably don't give a shit. How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years.
Holy.
Of wages.
Yeah, no wonder they don't want to.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real?
Not too much, yes.
Sounds puny. No wonder I can't pay my hostel
It's a
bill.
sorry situation, I agree.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
If I did, I don't remember. These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
He points to the boots.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your finger over the
The
lines.
smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
Point to it. Looks like there's a serial number on the right. Sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He tips the drawing ball point of his pen on his tongue.
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
Why would we lie?
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes
Maybe that
from
was a bad
above.
idea.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Oh.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? Let go of the boot.
What's wrong with you, asshole?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Okay.
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
I just wanted the boot, to be honest with you. You know, he's not using it anymore.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo
Wow.
under six-rotor airships.
That means it can hold a lot of weight. Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently, this is the reinforced kind, for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it.
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
Makes sense, believably mundane.
70% of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. This belt worries me.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get him down. How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think
Yeah,
they assaulted the
probably.
bench, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Back off and look
The
at the
cadaver
corpse.
hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso
Inspect the
covered in
tattoos.
tattoo. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Is this a microelectronic system?
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
It doesn't seem familiar from the insides of any radio computer your mind can imagine. The somewhat organic lines remind you of old filament memory units, but not quite. No, you're nowhere near right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
A sudden ringing. A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let the lieutenant work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting, then...
A sound.
Oh,
A
God!
shrill flash, followed
Okay.
by the breaking of a small
Flashbanging
ampoule of
me.
glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
Gross.
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
I'm probably gonna fail this.
The corpse is dead silent.
Who is he? He is male, 40-50, with
Thanks,
an
Kim.
athletic build.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink. Thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Cover your nose. Something is coming out of
The
him.
pool of blood and feces has eaten into the
Ew.
frozen mud below the man's feet.
Ugh.
Purge liquid is dripping into it. Drop
Oh, why'd
by
you have to
drop.
call it purge liquid?
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Shut up, Kuno.
Talking about shit.
Goddamn right. I'm a bleep.
Malicious laughter erupts in.
Big
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
I don't know. He's beaten up. See the
I
bruises?
do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Yeah, little brats.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
What is that a slur? What?
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I think he's
I
dead.
agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
Totally dead. This Buster's not coming back.
No siree.
Back off and catch your
But
breath.
there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Step back and have another look
The
first.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos.
I'm gonna do this one
As you
again.
know, this is a trick. Only the lower extremity.
I see it.
The monster.
So, what do you think? Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The
Maybe
hypothesis
he was
supports
strangled
it.
by someone?
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for... Agreed. Especially... Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption. But we should still get him down before...
The pool.
The victim appears...
The fuck
Mm.
he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before dead.
Maybe.
Doesn't want to dwell on it for too long.
The pool.
The victim appears...
The fuck?
We got lucky.
Really? I don't feel lucky. I do.
I'm just making sure that I got.
You fucked him up good, Kuno.
But there is
I
no
think
breath to
we've
catch.
got everything.
Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly.
I'm
the
just gonna
hand-
double
this
check.
is a steel.
Airlifting.
Then
I
again,
thought
what
it
do I
was
know? I
a
don't even know what an
no,
airship is.
You're right. The harbor uses 6 rudders to shuffle containers around.
The
Okay, no.
cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across.
Okay,
the
I think
torso.
I got everything.
If
Yep,
you want
the
to
preliminary
re-examine
examination is done.
tattoos,
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
You don't say.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
No, sawing the branch is a stupid suggestion. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect
Yeah.
in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
That's true.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda.
Yeah, wait, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Shoot him down seems kind of silly too. Maybe we could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
Oh my god.
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Point to it. There, the buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
say nothing. Let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to break his concentration.
He's gonna fucking miss.
Shut up, Kuno. East. Whatever.
His voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts
Ugh,
in the air
I swear.
as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
"A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's test was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight."
Fucking idiot! Mukabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
I guess that's true. What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
I don't know. Should we do that? Fuck it. Can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearm. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Wow. Bro, relax. Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. You've held this, an A9 Armistice, before. At some point, it probably used to be your choice of firearm. It still feels comfortable, like you never laid it down.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
I really just want them to shushies. Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your
Oof.
mouth? At least you won't miss.
Point the gun at Kuno's? No. Let's see if this will
Your
help.
field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick, with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Jesus. I don't know what to do. Should we just go for it?
Or what? You gonna fuck me?
What?
Gonna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Should I just do it?
Do it! Set me free!
Don't.
Do it!
Intense shit, copper.
What the fuck?
Could waved his gun!
No! I fucked myself probably. Okay. Oh, this is gonna fail probably. No. Oh!
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from
I'm just gonna redo that. No. Holy shit. we're just gonna redo that. Oh no. I shouldn't have responded to being provoked. Okay, we're gonna have to speed through this.
There he still is, looking right through. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you.
Hey,
It's the smell
Altamaro.
of the
How are
mine,
you? Yeah, they are. Oh my goodness.
and your stomach to ring itself.
They have
empty.
very foul
It's a
language.
puzzle.
They do.
The man before you, the delicate. These are clearly not boots.
Indeed.
Oh, the lieutenant used. It's clearly.
Ceramic plate under the hill. Please buy. We should keep a lookout. No, he must have. Someone could.
I hear you, cop. Talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face.
Oh, this is different. What if they told him to strip before they hunt him to demean
They
him?
usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
What? Are you trying to...
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring, and the guy's a total vitupaz.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar for a full.
For the northwest region of Revachol.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
No, that's not what I
Of
meant.
course.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic.
That's for us to find out. Just, I agree. This equipment,
A small,
it's anything.
faint, like whirls of floorboards. If true, the whirls are in the shape of a
Good.
X5.
We have a make and a number. That's something.
I'm gonna save this
we can make a
time.
radio in my kinema.
The cadaver slowed. The
After
hangman's
I
knot is
speed through this
is
stuff.
A steel.
Airlifting. I thought it was the local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense I was afraid it would be. I'm still approaching this. 70% of the cases I get, a noose is one of the. That ladder.
Could be the shape of the branch. The cadaver, an intricate,
A map of.
as if so.
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt. He takes a thin piece of
Wait,
milled
why is he doing
aluminium
this now?
From his
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules.
Oh, right, the
Nobody-
picture.
I don't want to waste.
a sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a.
Sorry
Okay,
about the
Divinity.
flashbang again.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his. Sure.
the glassy-eyed corpse. His eye, dark brown hair grows on his head. His face, the corpse.
Who is he?
The corpse looks right through you. As you know, this is a trick. Only the lower,
I see it.
the monster,
So, what do you think? I agree.
his person.
Totally dead. No siree. Agreed. Especially everything here seems to corroborate that
The pool,
the victim
The fuck?
Talking about
maybe. Agreed. Especially on the neck. Yes, there's always a chance. I do.
Stop.
it means you fucked him up good, Kuno.
but there is no breath.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the.
The cadaver slowly.
I'm gonna save here. So that we can just... I don't know if I'll try over and over again, but... I'm just gonna... Oh, ask Kuno. Oh, okay. The victim's tattoo. Okay.
The man before you is naked, but for
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique.
he doesn't actually think.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without
Can
assistance.
someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Yeah, you have a point there.
Sadly, yes. The whole. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down fast.
I feel like he was a sanitary concern a few days ago. We could saw the branch.
Climb up there, and there has to be a less risky way,
Mm,
with less falling down of trees.
maybe we could shoot him down?
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
The buckle holds the belt together.
Where?
Yeah.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno.
I'll blow his.
Take it.
Yeah. Take this.
Silence, and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 taps, securing that's a keel. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that
God damn it.
Darn, I thought maybe me saying something would change that.
Things were wrong with that shot.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not.
I have to say,
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
it's bad. Go ahead.
This is the.
Yeah, take it, you fuck.
The cold you've held.
Fuck are you?
The buckle.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your.
You'll feel the slow.
Look, he's crying.
I don't know if this will.
Cry now, fucking faggoty.
Oh my god, yay! This time it worked.
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
Oh.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. Then, the rigor in his muscles.
Ew.
And he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
You've been policed.
Ace is high.
Aw.
The Ace is High, a custom invented
He wants a
by
high
the
five.
aerostatic brigades during the revolution, is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports. The gesture is spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves. You could add an Ace's Low to it, if you like, by
Slap
turning
it.
your back after the high and waiting for another.
Okay, slap it and wait for an ace's low.
The high arrives with a sharp slap. As you turn around, chill. It's gonna connect.
Chill it. Chill it, dude.
But then it does, and with furious precision. The lieutenant is not one to leave an Ace's Low hanging.
I knew these guys were.
Yeah, we're... Bleep, got a problem with it?
Kuno cracks with laughter. Sounds like
I knew they suck each other off.
What now?
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death.
Jesus, these
But
kids.
Before... Excuse me.
slumped on the ground like that has not improved the way the corpse.
It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Wait, field off top? No, I'm gonna say alright and give
In
him
the
his gun
meantime,
back.
We should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The
Hmm.
harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have sent some sort of strike negotiator to wrangle control back from Evrard.
You could ask the gardener for directions.
Is this the famous list of initial interviews?
Yes. And those were the interviewees.
Okay, I have a bunch of stuff to look at. Ace is low. Ooh. I can't internalize anything. Oh, I can unlock. Did I unlock one? I am. I'm going to. I'm gonna go... Ooh, that one could be good too. I'm gonna go with Ace's Low, though. The hangman is down. Perform a closer inspection of his body, arriving at cause of death. This will need a form to be filled in 3 parts. Enter the harbor and seek an audience with the local debarders union leader, Everard Clare. You need to ask him about the murder in his district. Interview the Wild Pines rep. Find the representative of the logistics company who owns the harbor and ask her about the murder. She should be around here somewhere. I want to on some stuff, but I also need to go to the bathroom real quick. So I'm just going to save. And I will be right back for 2 seconds. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's talk to Kuno about the armor. But I'm gonna save again. Even though I just saved.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Fuck does Kuno care? I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno.
The fuck about it?
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck-gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Oh, he threw it in the sea. You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Okay, Kuno.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Who do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that
Okay.
jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you wanna talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
And you're just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Okay.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Yeah. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
What the fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno.
Oh my
You're
god.
Stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks your stones left on the corpse.
Did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
Okay.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
You're testing.
Get lost.
I feel like this is gonna... Wait. I'm gonna
Kuno
say... Save again.
Fuck does Kuno care?
It's probably gonna fail.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing stones here. Want to help the RCM bust a murderer?
Fuck no.
Kuno, they've almost made you a
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
He nods, big boy still incredibly proud of himself.
He'd rather die than work with the justice system.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with? Yeah, whatever. Kuno does.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't.
I don't think he has much else to say. I have a skill point. What do I want to put it in? Should I put it into empathy because that skill tech needs it? I think I am. Go to the harbor gates, ask the Jolly Mesk about the armor. Okay. Oops. I wanna see where that pawn shop is. Ooh, can I look in here? This coin-operated viewer has been made up inoperable. Darn. to Roundabout North. Music. My life, man. Hick. Bro, the ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Where can I get a bag? Oh, is this one working?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubble
Oh my
gum,
god.
rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Oh, let's look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Oh, Kuno.
That's Kuno on the lens.
Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach. The metal feels cold and
Probably some.
a simple but clear.
Oh, can I look in this one too? I forget where they said the pawn shop was.
Facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
I don't have enough coins for that. What's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
I mean, I like what they did with the little tree here.
They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Can we do something about it?
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship is sailed, officer.
Fair. Okay, I wonder if... where is it? I thought I had a task for going to the pawn shop. Apparently I don't. Let's just try and find it, I guess. Oh, it's a bird. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. The belly of the boat shines like it was recently painted. Rue de Saint Ghislaine, roundabout north. Cape Side Apartments. What's this? Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it.
Hey! Oh.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier. Okay, girl.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Okay. We just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Despite the sash, she puts the brush aside.
A brush, an artist. The red splatter is urban expressionism.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat dock next to the pier.
Hatred, disgust, It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Okay.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore.
Ooh.
Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
So she's rich. She might be able to tell me something.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her.
Oh.
She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Of course.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
Sure. What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the
She means the opposite. You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Sorry about that. Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Okay.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Fucko.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Thanks. Didn't know that before. Totally didn't know that. I guess let's go talk to her then. Excuse me. Why isn't he oh, because he wants me to do it alone. Oh, what's that? This is worth more than you'll ever know. Okay. Really gotta rub that in, don't ya? Oh, I'm so sorry. Pardon me.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L. What does the L stand for?
Beaton, my maiden name. I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
Okay, let go of her hand
I
then.
was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview.
Oh no.
I should let you know that he is
Sorry about that.
recovering from an unusual medical episode.
Guess work took more out of me
Very
than I
unusual.
thought today.
But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
You really had to talk me up like that, dude.
There's a trace of irony in his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Mischief, even. This is a tactic.
Of course it is. Now we're gonna act absolutely
It
unhinged.
happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago? Look around.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Technically, the neighboring Ozon and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass the fourth largest island in the world. It is not an archipelago.
Wait, I thought Lee Caillou was one big island.
Okay, if you want to get technical, the point is we're all on islands here, and sail is still the most expedient way to get from one island to another, especially when you're in a hurry to resolve a strike.
She's getting annoyed at us. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Okay.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Sure. Yes, I do.
Before you do, it would be pertinent to ask other questions. Gather
Oh.
more info on this boat of hers.
Sure. Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Eel's hips? Okay.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Bruh. Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
Maybe I should have done this at the end, but I can just reload.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
So I can't say that. Oh, Preciso class war time, baby.
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a
Then what does that say? Does it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A? This old proletarian haunt
Oh,
here.
shit.
As I said, plenty of people drive boats of all social strata.
No! Frick.
She takes a sip.
Oh.
Okay. Of course,
Nothing happens for quite a while.
as they do.
The thoughts happen inside his brain.
I wish I won that. Wave your hand next to your head. It will help.
It doesn't.
Keep waving your hand slowly.
My, it's as if there's a tiny spinner on the side of his head and he's reeling thoughts out.
Except he isn't.
Okay, why are you roasting me, Kim?
The lieutenant is satisfied with where this is going.
Keep doing it. Oh!
Lieutenant,
I told you his methods are unconventional.
It was quite a while ago, but I think, yes, we were discussing my fast,
No.
large, ineluctably middle-class boat. Good.
Fuck. No, my morale. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
How much money does the Wild Pines
I'm
have?
not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these
They
billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
It probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does such a huge
You mean aside
system
from
want?
being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without
We
them,
built this district.
she says calmly.
There it is. She owns up to it.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The
Mm,
plazas Meteor and Mosaic.
can't
Even
help but
some of
brag,
the
can
old
ya?
street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP.
She points behind you where the seawall rises.
Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. So that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
I want to save
course,
and
detective.
then ask her. I need to find the pawn shop
back.
after this too.
Good. What can I help you with?
You seem rich. Can I have some
Is
money?
what you want to say, but look at that lady. Take a gander.
What nice
Squint your-
fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason.
Yeah, so.
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes.
So
A
mean.
scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leash for some
You
dough.
think your little communism protects you from this feeling?
As I was saying, if there's any way I
Yeah,
may
there's
be
no
of
way.
assistance,
I'm not gonna win that. Okay, let's... I need to figure out where the frickin' pawn shop is. What is that over there?
Hey,
Who, me?
yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's word on the
You
street?
keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of these.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate man. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get
What?
down to
I'm
it?
so confused. What? Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world.
I don't know about that.
You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class.
What?
Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Whatever, I
Oh
guess.
yeah, get the firing squads and the
Wait,
animal
what?
weapons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about
Too late
those.
to back out now.
No.
You can't.
Well, I guess I got a thought. I guess that's not bad. Visual calculus. Meh. Okay, I need to find the pawn shop. Is this the pawn shop? Perhaps.
Sturdy metal door guards the south. The door rattles against your knuckle. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Hold on, who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on.
From within comes.
Ha! The police. Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
But I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
Tim, tell her we're real police.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply.
Whatever. Okay, so, wait, what's that? I need to find the pawn shop. I can't open it. Okay. What's this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. You have no clue.
Damn.
So many.
Okay. Oh, wait. This is where Kunoi's Kuniness is.
Are you trying to sneak up on me?
Apparently, she doesn't. Logic error.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Faggoty.
Okay. I has to be the other way. I really need... Like, it's almost the end of the day and I have no idea where I'm gonna sleep. And I have 0 morale. Which is great. I guess I could... Can I take your bag? Perhaps, sir? Yay! We can go collect shit.
This coin operated for
Wait, no. Why can't I... It won't let me take stuff anymore. Oh, can I hold it, put it in my hand? Ooh, I can. Aha! Is there another garbage somewhere over here? A Bolsolgan Humanox covers the truck. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. That's a tree in it. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed it off. What's that? That free shit. Is this the pawn shop? Oh, he's selling clothes. Can I take that? There's something I could take out. Ooh, another garbage can. I help belong to the company that controls the drawbridge. Ooh. There's so many people to talk to. Water lack out of order until Wednesday. I'm gonna go see what that was that I could pick up there. Oh, there's something right here too.
This Post Lavantore, a faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good mail delivery box. Patty get with a bag in my hand.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on.
Oh my god.
Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been there post the adventure mail collection box. Been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic.
It healed my morale.
You shudder. Then you...
Nice. Still don't have one, but... Contains 11 bottles. Was there any more? Let's run up here. And just see if there's any... Wait, why are you going that way? Oh, see if there's any more garbage cans. Oh, right here. Ooh. Ooh, money. Oh, there's money here too.
Scab? You're hazy on the notion of her.
Yeah. Let's go back down. Dang, nice digs. Where's the dude that sells stuff, though? Bust of a woman, the plaque simply says DEI. Some kind of machine and an antique cash register. In the dark, a film projector is roaring away. Oh, he's right there. I literally could not see him. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
Yes.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh, no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Not quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
Oh, fuck off.
I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Fuck. No, no, no.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before.
Jesus.
Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off-the-charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight.
Oop.
And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you
Oh
put the
my
gun barrel
God.
in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further.
No apologies necessary, officer.
Oh my. Was the buyer a policeman
She
too?
didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive.
Was it
But I was
Kunal?
just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
And now she has my gun.
Right, so let me get this right.
Oh
You sold your
my.
sidearm issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from
Brat.
or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You
Oh,
just have
brother.
to luck upon her somehow.
At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
There's something I'd like to
Let
sell.
me have a look.
No, I'm not selling. I have this commemorative pin, but before I sell it, I have some questions.
Don Baptiste's summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it.
Hey.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
Okay. Can you hold on to it for a few days before putting it for sale? I promise to give the pin back.
Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right now.
That's all I want to know what the pin thinks.
Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything? Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Wait, what's the pawn? Or what? I could just sell that. Oh! Did I just sell the... Oh, thank God. Whew! I thought I sold the freaking corpse photo. I don't have anything else to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
Ah, shit, where do I... You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent
I
hanging?
do my best to keep my distance from all manner of
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is...
Okay, I forgot that I... Oh shit, what is that?
So we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your capo type.
What is... Oh, capo type? Like the type of cop I am? Okay, what am
Yes.
I'm sorry, cop? I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Yes. Sorry, cop. The cop... Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
You know what? Actually, I'm not sorry. I changed my
No, you
mind.
don't. Come on. You'll be
No.
back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
No, I'm really not sorry. Fuck
Wow.
off.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. Well, hopefully we find our gun at some point. We really, fucked that shit up. Ooh. Okay, no. I want to go into the kitchen. I also can probably find stuff in there to sell. Hopefully. Ooh, there's so many people in here. Is there anything I can take? No. Okay, let's go into the kitchen. Got the radio. Money.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Try to push on the door.
Does not budge.
Touch the door.
Cobalt blue surface, old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
I wonder where this door leads.
It's a door in the back of the...
The winch, outside, in the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
There's a winch outside on the roof, like that of a small elevator.
Well, if there was a winch...
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
Yes, a mini side investigation.
Garth is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay. Is there really nothing for me to take? Oh, I don't have a cassette tape.
Can I help you?
Gart, I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Oh my god, that scared me. Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk. And
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Okay.
Yes? Yes, have you got it? For the room, 60 real. Yes?
So I can't talk to those people. Whatever. Let's talk to the cook.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please.
Okay.
It's not funny.
Hello, sir. Got time for a few
The man
questions?
puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
You got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Okay.
Hello again, sweetie.
Okay. Wonder if we can try waking him up.
The worker is in a deep slumber. You gently shake his shoulder.
Darn. Okay. Oops. Oh, did I? Oh no, I didn't. I still have the bag. Wait, how do I empty it? How do I empty it? Am I silly? Because it says... It says I have 11 bottles of it. I'm just gonna cheat and look it up. Oh, I have to turn it in at... Okay. I clearly was not paying attention earlier. I would have never figured that out. We have to go to the little convenience store. Street sick. Oh, this is a cute little shop. Excuse me. A melancholy pops on, plays on the radio. What's this?
The tear machine stands and your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a
I only got
satisfying
one.
jingle. The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says,
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
Frick. I need more bottles. It only gave me 1 real.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
what's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you
You
reading?
mean this?
Excuse me. She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Okay.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34.
Forget
This
all...
speaks to you.
Forget about all that. What's the... What the... Wait, he says it weird. What this is? What this is feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
I bet... Point to her hat. I bet your hat would take the prize.
No. I don't like it.
Oh.
I hate it.
Are you being forced to wear it?
We are not the fashion police. We're the...
No.
You mean This is...
Looks like it also...
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
So who is the most stylish there? It can't be anyone from here.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Before we go on, what is this Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
Frit. And what is
A
Frit?
7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation...
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of the rolling rigs?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me something to work with here.
Looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Do you know the man who died?
not really.
Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it
I
been
don't
there?
know really long.
What do you think happened?
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
You mean what reality? Economic reality or
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Yes, tell me about the economic
I
reality.
don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
What about the physical reality
I don't
then?
know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit
No, I meant where are we on a
as
large scale?
mankind or
What will her essay prompt be?
As a nation.
we're in a transition. You know, transitioning from monarchy to democracy, all that stuff.
She nods, then folds her magazine back. What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Look how close we're standing next to each other. What is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we've had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
I won't bother you with these nonsense anymore. Leave. Okay, well, it gave us experience. I don't know where I'm gonna get more stuff to sell. Oh. How am I gonna find a way into the secret passage? Why are you? Who are you calling a saffron picker?
Welcome to Revachol.
Why? Oh. Don't talk to Kim like that, you brat.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a
Yeah, you tell him.
3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Go in on him, Kim.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol.
No, you didn't.
It's a lorry driver thing.
No, you called him a frickin' saffron picker, asshole.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
Yeah, you tell him, Kim. Whoops, sorry.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim, I got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know
Oh, going right to the homophobic remarks. What a frickin'
The
surprise.
lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so
It's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds like a cover story to me.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges.
He loses his patience for explaining it.
Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Koiko picked apples.
Is that
Koiko
something racist
may be
again?
another derogative for a person from Grad, you think.
Oh, so they grow apples in Grad?
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow them down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates
This guy's
to
like just
zone
pulling
of
shit out of his ass.
ecological
Holy.
catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life.
Yekokata is not in the south, and they definitely don't grow apples there.
Yeah? Says who?
It's literally in the name, a zone of ecological
Then,
catastrophe.
I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
You keep saying koikos. What does that actually
He
mean?
means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad.
Okay, so it's an ethnic slur.
Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who
Uh-huh.
am I to say otherwise?
So, can I see the apples?
Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides,
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable.
Fair. What was that argument all about?
it's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
He spits on the ground.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
Okay.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Right, I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it?
Oh?
Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
Dipshit. I don't know what to do. Maybe she can give us directions.
Hello again, officer.
The body is
Down.
down.
Do you mean
Absolutely gone.
It's gone from the tree.
Oh, right. Can you tell me when you've taken him away then?
Yeah, keep her in the loop. It's strangely enjoyable to report back on the minute progress you've made, even to strangers.
Okay. Can I just go to sleep in my room? Like, I still have the key, right? I can't go in here yet. No. This feels right. You belong here. I need to find a cassette so I can actually do the karaoke. Oh, what's that? Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. but it's all just too morbid. To
Yeah, sorry about that.
The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor.
Ooh, does that mean I can pick up all the
Where
bottles?
unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
Can I pick up my bottles? Oh, more there. Doesn't look like there's anything else I can take there. I probably should just sleep.
The bed is cold and not particularly.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9.
Okay, so I can't go to bed yet. What was that? Oh, wait, that.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Someone who knows about history. Who are you? Dean. Okay.
Hello again, sweetie.
Who should I talk to? I guess we could talk to the guys that were... Or we could look at the body, too. Or would it be a bad idea since it's nighttime now? Actually, no. Let's go... Let's go call in that serial number. And also let's see if we can... Maybe our frickin'...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
People are gone at the precinct.
10-4, come in.
Wait, before you say you're going...
10-4, sir. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12. Visitor.
Why are they still there?
Over. Roger that. 10...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you run a serial number from a pair of armored boots for me?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
E50 100,000. The make and model of the armor is Fairweather T500 VE.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isoleri law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby, startled by the roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted the prime line, right?
He's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
Speed Freaks FM, huh? Look him in the eye.
Oh, is that what it was called?
He's trying hard to act surprised.
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Pick up the radio again.
Souped up motor carriage for one bad mama's boy. For the heavier foot and the freakier.
God damn it. Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or...
What about heavy of foot?
You would be too if you had this motor carriage. But seriously, let's quit joking around, alright? We have a case to investigate.
Okay, Kim.
This is Precinct 57. 57.
In the cabin, you see a...
Oh, I thought my cat was meowing at me. It's just the music. Okay, so we call her back tomorrow. And we also got a new thought. Hello.
Aces
low. Ooh, nice.
For the rest of the world, the Aces Low is just some cool Revachol thing, politically neutral. In Revachol, it still holds revolutionary connotations. Also, have you looked at Lieutenant Kitsuragi's clothes? He wears a bomber jacket, just like the ones worn by aerostatic brigades. And those cargo pants look like they could fit tools for hot fixing your burning aerostatic. You should ask him about this.
I will.
Yes?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We would we'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Kim, you're wearing a Revolutionary Air Brigade jacket, aren't you?
What? These? It's just seasonal clothing.
And those look like airman pants, good for storing tools in.
Where is this going?
You see, Kim, I have this place in my head, pointy head, where I develop new ideas and connections.
Interesting. I think it's called a brain.
It's no mere brain.
No, normal people don't have this. It's like a mind laboratory, a spiritual R&D division. No, a palette. No, better yet, a painter's atelier of concepts.
Okay, art cup.
Art cup? Okay, indeed. And in this atelier, I have realized that you harbor some kind of sentiment toward the Revolutionary Air Brigades.
I do not harbor a sentiment for Revolutionary Air Brigades in particular.
Just air brigades, then?
Okay, I wanted to become an aerostatic pilot.
Aww.
Then I turned 10 and realized we no longer have an air force.
Oh. Are you sure the Revolutionary has got nothing to do with this?
Absolutely nothing.
Thank you, my mind is satisfied. Point to your head again.
Good.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
No, I don't. Glasses are cool like us.
They're mostly just cumbersome.
Tell me a secret about yourself. No. Okay. Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
That's a powerful eyebrow.
It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Give up. There's nothing you can do.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So how do you tap the side of your head?
Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his familiar mnemotechnique A6 and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
I don't really want to say this, but whatever. You don't look like other people around here.
It's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
A point of pride to him.
Okay. That's all for now.
Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me. Nothing, just an observation.
A distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
Erratically, that's funny. How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things. Shiny things. They're
Oh, please, that's not racist. No, I don't think it is. You're kidding me. What contain? What
Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Okay. Oh, Toledo. Kind of sleepy. Let's go talk to these dudes. Oh, what are they playing? Oh no, I don't want to walk on their shit. Well, I guess I'm walking on their shit.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covers his mouth to hide a burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Okay.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Is he in a soldier's outfit?
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
This one's still chewing on his sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions.
Okay.
Shoot first. Ask questions never.
All right, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Grab the ball and show them how it's done. Oh. What?
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
There's time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Beat the bullet. Oh. Were we supposed to do that?
Merde! Bordel de merde!
Uh-oh.
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
I feel like we weren't supposed to throw it into the ocean.
What the hell is your problem?
Uh-oh. Problem? I don't understand.
Vandalized our game, son! We can't play pétanque with 5 bull!
Ooh. I thought it was shot.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque game. We want our bull back.
I fucked that shit.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm.
Sorry.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay, I'll try to fix this.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right.
Yes. Why did you come here? You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling in Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
So what about policewomen?
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties.
You better not be implying that women are unfit for field work.
I am merely stating that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain more challenging tasks than women.
Okay, dude. I mean, look at me. I'm a mess. I'm barely performing my tasks, and I'm a man. Not literally, just in the game.
Remaining headstrong, making tough decisions on the spot, or even tackling physical obstacles are a few examples of such challenges.
I'm starting to fight. Tell me something you're really good at, and I'll find a woman who's better.
I don't want to get into this argument with a police officer. Let's just say that in the last 82 years, I have repeatedly seen my... Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was there an earthquake here?
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Dang. Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire. But why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a bill in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Why shell them here in Martinique?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
He points to the northeast. Deathblow. Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Well, that's a cheery thought.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Is that why everything is so bombed out?
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There is a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Foreign powers cleaned up our mess. Now they rule us. Shake your head in shame.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains.
What? You were boiling kitties for food? Oh, that's so
cute. If the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
He sighs.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Who was this Frizzle?
Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown.
Dane.
In the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
You mentioned Guillemon?
A true king in both blood and mind, led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
Well, hasn't it been a while? It's been, 50 years?
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's borders when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? I'm gonna... Oh.
All you observe is a...
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frisel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frisel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But
he turns back
our
to you.
Clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
I see.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Fair. Okay, thank you for your time. And now I can go to bed, finally. Let's go. Wait, I can't... Oh, it's not open yet. Okay. No, he took my key back! No, I have the key. Why can't I open the door? Did frickin' Gart change the lock on me?
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Yes.
Oh, man. Am I fricked? I guess we'll just go look at the body then. Wait, why can't I?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush
nice.
that covers
Okay.
them. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager.
What happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
Is this connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went.
A car.
The time.
Okay, a car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is.
Okay, well, that gave me experience. Enormous bulls worthy of a real fan. Stupid. Wait, are the tracks going into the ocean? No.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy.
I wonder how I get money is what I'm like stuck on. Okay.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Okay, actually, I just realized what time it is, and I probably should end here. I'm probably gonna stream again tomorrow because I'm off. But it is getting a bit late. And I need to eat dinner. Excuse me. So did I save? Yeah, I just saved. I'll save again. Why not? Thank you for watching. I really appreciate anyone that hung out. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow again. But yeah, have a good night. I really appreciate it.